A child placed a marble on the ground, and it rolled directly out of the building. The man was stunned. This was a newly bought house. Could it be that the building was tilted? So the man tried it himself. This time, the marble didn't move at all. The ground was flat again. His wife mocked him for overthinking, but by late night, it started to pour outside. Cracks appeared in the building, and the ground sank a few centimeters. The next day, the man went to work and found several cracks on the floor. He felt there was definitely something wrong with the house, so he immediately called the management to have them come for inspection. According to the regulations, all residents in the building needed to sign. The man gathered all the residents in the building, but others were worried. If word got out that there were problems with the building's quality, it could cause property prices to drop. Moreover, it was just the man's personal opinion. They hadn't noticed any issues with the house, so the matter was put aside. Then, on this day, a neighbor was chatting with the old man across the building. The old man was happily playing with a water pipe. Suddenly, the building shook violently. A huge crack appeared in the ground. The entire building began to collapse rapidly. The old man was stunned by what he saw. He suspected he had knocked the building over. The neighbor told the old man to quickly call the police. The building was still sinking fast. In just a moment, the entire building disappeared into the ground, falling hundreds of meters underground. Countless stones fell down. The building sank even faster. Luckily, the building was large enough to get stuck in mid-air, finally coming to a stop. The panicked man crawled up from the ground. Just as he was about to check outside, the building began to sink again. Before the neighbor could react, a car crashed down. It fell from the rooftop into the man's room. The man discovered that the person in the car was a colleague and quickly rescued him. The two of them searched the building for survivors. They only found one woman and a neighbor buried in the dirt. They risked being crushed and climbed to the rooftop, hoping to call for help, but there was no signal at the 500-meter deep sinkhole. They were feeling a bit desperate. At this moment, a ground rescue team tied a rope, preparing to descend, but they hadn't gone very deep, and stones kept falling around them. They had to think of another way. They deployed a drone to check, but after a while, the signal was lost. The drone fell. They were excited to see the drone, thinking someone was trying to rescue them, but they were too early in their joy. The building began to sink again, and started to tilt to one side. If they didn't hold on tight, they would slide off and be finished. The colleague wasn't so lucky. He slid to the edge. It seemed he was about to fall. At that moment, the woman spotted a power line. She quickly climbed up. Just then, a large stone rolled down. The woman jumped up to avoid the stone, almost hitting her colleague.